Hi, Robert Chuckrow here. I'm going to apply some of the Taiji principles, concepts such as yin-yang, being in the moment, non-attachment, yielding, to driving a car safely. And the important thing to realize before anything else is that there's a very wide variety of skill levels among drivers, from drivers who have decades of experience to those who have no experience at all. Some of them don't know the rules of the road. Some of them have no licenses. So it's important to take that into account. Being in the moment is very important. Being in the moment means, at least my interpretation is, to have a conscious awareness of whatever is appropriate at each moment and to be processing that. And of course, every moment, some of those things will be changing. So your processing has to change from moment to moment. So when I drive, I try to be aware of all the cars around me, use my mirrors, my peripheral vision, and assemble an awareness of everything that's appropriate. The speeds, where the positions of the cars, the road signs, the traffic signals, the contour of the road, all of those things. And the value of doing that is that if I have to make a sudden change, let's say putting on my brakes sharply or changing lanes to avoid an accident, I have that information ready to go instead of having to assemble it and then make a decision. But also, there are changes that might happen in just a few seconds that if I'm not in that state where I'm processing and aware, there could be an accident. Here are some situations. Let's say I'm driving on the highway and there is a car trying to get on the highway and coming up the service road. Some people who are doing that are very scared. They don't know how to do it, and some of them will just dart onto the road without knowing what to do. They just get on and hope that everyone else will adapt to them. So what I do is I notice the speed of that car. If the car is going very fast, if the situation allows behind me, I slow down and let them get in. Or if they're going slowly and trying to find their place, if I can, I speed up and give them a space to go in. Yin-yang, that's yin-yang. Let's say I'm trying to get on the highway. As I enter the service road, I observe cars, and of course, if there's no place to get in, I just slow down and stop and wait. But let's say there's a car that's ahead of me going fast, and I see that there's a space behind them. I slow down and get in. That's easy. But if there's a car behind me, if the car is going slowly, and there's a space ahead of them, I get in. But the difficult situation is they're behind me and they're going fast. If I start to slow down, they're worried that I might get in front of them. And what they sometimes do is slow down. So the problem is that now I'm using up my space in the service road, and they're going slower and slower, afraid I'm going to get in front of them and leaving a space for me, but I don't have enough service road to speed up to get in front of them. And that creates a dangerous situation because now I have to come to a stop at the end of the service road, which will make it much harder to get on. So what I do, when I see a car behind me and they're speeding up, they're going fast, I right away have my window open and I signal, go ahead. That shows them a number of things. One, that I'm aware of them and that I'm an experienced driver and that I'm giving them permission to continue their speed and not worry that I'm going to shoot in front of them. So by doing that, I'm allowing them to go fast, and then there'll be a space behind them to get in, or I'll wait. So that's yin-yang in that case too, but also car language and body language. The problem, let's say, where somebody is tailgating you is difficult. What I do is, there are a number of things you can do, but some of them can create a road rage situation. What I do is I look for a space where I can pull over off the road, and when I see that, I signal that I'm getting off, let them go by, and then get back on. I don't want them behind me. That's yielding. What can happen is when cars do dangerous things, either because they don't know the rules of the road, they don't stop at stop signs, they don't signal, etc. It's very easy to get captured by that situation, not only emotionally, but being completely aware of only that situation at the expense of other situations that need to be observed. So what I do is I try not to get emotionally involved at all, but just assess that situation as quickly as I can, make it as safe as I can for the other person to do whatever he's trying to do or she's trying to do, and then get right back to observing all the other things that are important. Non-attachment. Thank you.